I never noticed how often roosters crowed before. They're such a part of daily life. Who would notice? But they haunt me now, John. They do. I told him I would be faithful to the end, and I was. Well, after a fashion. I mean, when we were in the garden, I stood by his side, though we were outnumbered. I had my sword out before the others. I made sure they knew we could bite when I cut off that servant's ear. I did not retreat until he was arrested. I didn't mean to leave him, John, but you were there. You saw that mess. I didn't mean to leave. And after that, I tried to follow him. I did. I followed him to Caiaphas's courtyard. You heard me tell him that even if all the others fell away, I never would. And so I followed him. It was hopeless to do so. I knew that it was all over, that we were all marching towards death, his death, but I followed. I said I would. Even if I have to die with you, I said. It was cold there. I had a fire going in the courtyard, but I couldn't get too near. Too many people were crowded around it. Well, I could have gotten closer, but I didn't think it was wise to stand so fully in the light. They were an angry group, and I didn't think it wise. And that servant girl, a sly thing, so insistent. You were also with that Jesus of Galilee, she shrilled so that everyone heard. Took me by surprise, it did. She forced an answer before I could even think. I don't know what you're talking about. And really, I didn't. I mean, yes, of course I was with Jesus, but not right then. Him inside, me outside. John, I answered before I could think, said words I could never take back. I thought it best if I stand somewhere else after that. Actually, I moved to the gateway where it was a bit darker and where people seemed to have a little more information about what was happening inside. People were coming and going, and I thought I could learn something. And well, I thought that perhaps the girl would forget about me, think I had left. Then another person, someone there at the gate, simply insisted, this fellow was with Jesus of Nazareth. Again, it took me by surprise, and well, I didn't want them to think that I had actually lied before, so I just said that I didn't really know the man. I mean, how many of us really know someone? Did any of us really know him? So that's what I said to him. Well, probably worded it a bit more strongly. In fact, I may have sworn a bit about it, but really I was starting to get angry, so I lied again. I got really angry when a group of them came at me and pointed out my accent. Surely you are one of them, for your accent gives you away. I admit now that I yelled that some curses were exchanged, and again I swore, just a bit. I might have said something like, I don't know the man, because, well, what I meant was that just because I have this accent doesn't mean that I know him, and I lied again. Roosters haunt me. He said I would disown him. He said I would deny him 3 times before the rooster crowed. I didn't mean to. I never meant to. I had made all of those promises to him, to myself. I tried. And I failed. He was right. I did disown him that night. And just now, 3 times. And now every cock crow shouts my faithlessness to the world. I never thought it would end this way. I betrayed him as completely as Iscariot did 3 times over. And you know what he did? I'm afraid, no, I'm certain he knew my heart. And I couldn't even screw up enough courage to get close enough to the cross to ask his forgiveness. John, it can't end this way, can it? It can't. It can't end this way. Will it?